feel like this needs something. This has a bit of orange in it. Okay. Like that. This is the other side of that letter paper. That's a tuck spot. Keep going. Okay, we're here at this spot. So, and just like I put that card on the other envelope, I'm going to use this envelope. So, and the first thing that I need to do though is I need to line this envelope. So, I was playing around with it a little bit yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and use this flowery paper. And I went ahead and I traced the outside already. And I just need to do a few little cuts to make sure it's going to work in the envelope. So if you're kind of careful with your cuts, you can just slide it in and then glue it. So let's see how that works. I think it's going to be a little tight. So this is kind of how I do the liners for the envelopes, and I often use, you know, pretty paper or wrapping paper or tissue paper. That. Okay. So it needs a little glue to keep it steady once it's in there. As long as it doesn't start bonding, it'll slip in. And then you can pull it to where you want it to be. This is going to overlap a little bit. And we'll cut off the excess in a second. So then you can just so sometimes with older, you know, stationery, this envelope would be stationery, I guess. That glue that's already on the envelope is going to sometimes reactivate. If you don't cover it with something, it could actually reactivate while it's in your book and seal itself when you don't want it to seal. So quite often what I end up doing is I'll put a lining over it, or I'll take a little bit of washi tape and I will cover that glue up so it won't seal if I don't want it to seal. Okay. So then you want to take your bone folder and make a nice crease on the envelope so it's nice and tight. Alright, that'll also help it hold down a little bit. So I'm going to show you what it's like to adhere it with adhesive, and you'll notice that I actually have some pretty roses here. So I'm going to adhere it actually on this side. And I'll also do, I'm going to do something else too. So I like to play around with patterns, and sometimes I'll use a little bit of washi tape behind a hole so that you can see, a little pattern behind that hole, okay? And drew on that, so that needs to be removed. Okay, so to make sure I know what I'm doing here, it needs to be straight. Hopefully I haven't covered up the washi tape too much. Just a teeny bit right there. So like that. So if I end up not liking it, I can fix it. Just trying to make sure it's like even before I really push it all down. I think it is. It's a teeny bit of stickiness right here. The way to actually fix that is just to take a teeny bit of talcum powder and rub it in there, and then it'll all absorb all the stickiness and it'll be fine. So this is needing a little tiny piece right there. Just stick that part down. So let's see if I can do that. Yep. Easy peasy and no glue mess. Okay. So then if you don't want that kind of white strip to be showing, you could actually just cover it over with some more washi tape. And I might even do that if I decide I want to. We shall see. So there's your nice envelope page right there. And here we have another thing, and I'm actually going to use another kind of sticker for this. So I'm going to put this sticker like right in the middle, and I'll come back later with some words or something. Put some words on there. I have a tuck spot here, and I'm going to use one of these on the tuck spot, and I like that one to come out. Tuck spot. You can make little things that dangle from these holes too. This is a pocket. So my other little envelope. Oh yeah. I need to get some more glue on here. Keep making sure that that is glued down the right way. So if you make an envelope like this ahead of time, you could actually sew that too. And that would be really cute. Really cute. Yep. This one here. So these little tabs work in a variety of different ways. I mean, obviously you could use them as sections or, you know, page markers, but if you have like a rip on a page, you could actually use a tab as a band-aid too, and just kind of let the tab seal your rip. And that works for that. Mostly I like to use them as like little pops of color and pattern, and they kind of help break up some of these really neutral pages that look a little boring. So they'll break those up. Excuse me. So we're just almost finished. Not gonna do anything with that yet. Got another one for there. Oh yeah, I've got a pink one. We have to have yet more pink here. I'll put it up this time. Make sure that that's even. Sometimes they're folded a little funny. Okay. Okay, and we have this. So I have another one of these. And I'm not going to make that a pop out, I guess. Just going to do the usual. So I don't decorate my journals all the way because I like to do decorating as I go along and add different things. So I really just try to make sure that I've got the basic. Oh, I should have put this one in the earlier part of the journal. Let me see. This is my little tin of different parts. You see that? Oh, that's really pretty. Should I use that? This is also really pretty. Ooh, that one is also really pretty. This is also a vintage wrapping paper. I'm going to use this one. And it's also pink. So we like pink. We'll put it right in the middle. Oh yeah, and the green. See the green of the next page a little bit too. So that's very cute. Okay. So the next thing I want to do, and then I think I'm going to end the video because I don't have my timer on and I forgot, and I don't want to go too much over 25 minutes because that gets annoying if you have to watch a super long video. But anyway, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to put a different kind of pocket on this side. So I received in a trade a couple of these. This is a die cut, and this is kind of a slide. So I'm going to use part of my digital paper And then this slide is going to get glued. Just want to see, I want it to be something like that. Okay. So first I'll use just a glue stick to stick this plain piece of paper down. And then on the back of this, with these little folded edges, better do it on here. I'm going to use a thin line of glue. Now, if you didn't want to work with the glue, you could also do double-sided tape, and that would probably work just fine without getting glue all over. So, let's see. Basically, I want it to be straight, of course, but just with that little bit of paper behind it. Very good. Okay. And then there's a little bit of glue coming on out. So I feel like I should put that there. This was also something that somebody gave me in a Happy Mail, a piece of cloth like this. And honestly, that's a great thing to send. It's been pretty nice to use it for a couple of different things. I think I've used it for like several different journals. And that's my last little bit of it. So I'll have to see if I can track down something that's similarly colored, because that worked really well. So this is going to be a little bit damp there from that glue. I think I want to put something there. And I have one of these roses left. So let me grab this rose. There we go. Okay. So it's almost dry. Let's kind of flip back. So I have another envelope. I have a feeling I meant to put that in somewhere. That was supposed to be glued in. But where was it supposed to be glued? One right there. There's one right there. So it must be towards the front. So just looking for one of those little funny stick out pages where I could put it. A little card there. there's one right there. So let's see. I could put it here. Except what do you think about that orange and that pink together? That doesn't strike me as being wonderful. So let's see. Maybe I was supposed to put that other envelope there. Can't always remember. No. So, okay. So we're going to do the other thing that I do with envelopes then, which is find a place for them to go as a little flip up. Just wondering where that other envelope is that I put in. Yeah, I think like on this page. It's a little wide to go down like this. That would be a little awkward, but you can make it into a flip up like that. So that's what we're going to do. And for this I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. I don't want it to wrinkle the page too much. So before I do that, I'll show you another little thing. So I was talking about this adhesive will sometimes reactivate and get stuck. So what I like to do for that is to put a little bit of a washi tape over it. So that it doesn't reactivate in a funny way inside the book and then seal itself. So washi taping this down. And then it's bonded pretty well here. Just going to trim. So that's what that looks like. And it doesn't need too much glue. And we're really going to this is awkward. This is where you need 3 hands to do something. So I want to get it onto the edge without getting that glue all over the place. So about a quarter away from the edge, a quarter inch away from the edge, that'll have to be as good as I can do. So then you just use something with an edge to kind of smooth the glue around so it stays nice and flat. When you're decorating a page like this, you can always come back and add more washi tape or other things that will go right on top of it, and then just carry on. So kids are yelling at each other, just have to ignore that. So they're gonna argue over fights. All right, I'm gonna end this video here. So my name is Jo, or JoJo, and I make junk journals and pen pal crafts and kits. And if you like this series, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm new at this, and I'm making live videos to decorate this journal, just so I can kind of practice the skill of, you know, talking on camera and doing things. Thank you for your attention, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.